Whenever you're having a good recipe for anything, you have to understand what it is you're trying to accomplish. In higher education, it's critical for any kind of consulting firm to be successful to understand the nature of the culture, they understand the collaborative decision-making process there, and really getting your arms around those things that are important to them. If you don't understand their business, you won't really be successful.
The main ingredient for success in a higher education retirement plan, or really any retirement plan for that matter, is ensuring that the employees are going to have enough income to enjoy a secure retirement. Colleges and universities spend a great deal of money on their retirement programs, but all too often they really don't measure all of the things that are necessary to make sure that the employees will have that secure future.
Other key ingredients include connecting the programmatic change to the broader employment value proposition. And the employment value proposition is a function of pay, of benefits, of the work experience, of career, and then affinity with the institution. So connecting all of that to the mission of the organization is critical.
Once you have the ingredients for the different population of higher education benefits, it's really important to look at metrics. Make sure that when you're measuring the amount of sugar of the health plan, measuring what you program value is, you need to be able to quantify it and on balance weigh each plan in the concert of what you're trying to provide.
There are a few key ingredients to managing the health status of a higher education institution. First and foremost, many institutions are key leaders in their geography, and understanding your impact on your overall marketplace is an essential ingredient. The other one is the credibility with your institutional leaders. You are dealing with an educated workforce who wants to know that you understand what matters to them.
Having really bright people really helps. Our consultants not only are they diligent, but they're smart, and they understand what their role is when they're working with clients. And that's especially true in the higher education community, where they really get to know their clients as friends, as true partners in the way we can help them. And so that's a real key portion of how successful we've been in the higher education environment.
I think it's important for institutions to look inside themselves, start with their institutional strategy, develop a compensation strategy that aligns with where they are and where they want to be, and design a compensation program that will be effective for them.
It takes an awful lot of coordination to hold all the ingredients together. You have to plan what it is you're doing. I think one of the key success factors for us is that many of our people are nationally recognized, whereas some of our competitors use regional people to go to various conferences. We are well known across the country.
It's important to make sure that there are measurable goals and measurable results. For example, vendors have been conducting education programs for colleges and universities for many, many years. However, what rarely happens is determining were those programs effective. So there's a lot of time, effort, and energy that's spent on those, but without ever understanding if the ultimate results were achieved.
One of the things that holds all the ingredients together in compensation is appropriate and accurate expectation settings. When you think about a compensation philosophy or a total rewards philosophy or strategy, one of the things that you hear about is the institution will communicate to their employees, to the individuals, what they can expect in terms of compensation when they come to the institution. Too often, people forget about the other side of the coin. So what does an institution expect in return for that compensation?
Cooking is art and baking is science. That's the conventional wisdom. And communications has to be both cooking and baking. So there's a lot of art to it. There's creativity that goes into it. There are things that you do by feel, but there are also things that you want to measure, specifically results and outcomes, and you want to have precise processes within which you can create and make something that tastes great and is less filling.
In the investment arena, time is your friend. To the degree that your time horizon is longer, that gives you more flexibility in terms of how you invest and how you achieve all your goals in terms of risk tolerance, return, etc. In terms of temperature, it really gets back to my main first point about people. And people here becomes a larger group of people, really a group that's you would think of more as relationship, which is not only the people on your committee, but the vendors and people that help you achieve your goals.
Things that happen in higher ed happen slowly, sometimes at a glacial pace. And if you don't have the patience and understanding that taking the temperature of the climate, understanding that things aren't always going to happen on your time frame, and having the patience to understand that until it's ready, you can't remove it from the oven. That's really very important in understanding our work in higher education.